Oh, 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 the music. Hey, oh, oh, hey, oh, hoo, hey, oh, wow, oh, wee, hoo, 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 hee, hoo, ooh, ha, oh, ha, 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 oh, ha, 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 yeah, it's been 84 years. Hang on. If you want to be more exact, it's been 52 days. It's been 52 days. 52 fucking days. Shit, there's ads playing on fucking Twitch. I just fucking got here. It's been 52 days. Okay, the ads are over. I was waiting for the ads to be over. How is everybody? How is everybody? I had some health stuff happen. For those who didn't get to see the Discord about 52 days ago, I can explain what has happened. But also, I am back. I am back. The pep is back. The pep is back. How is everybody doing? I see Otis Skype, and I see Kenny Rodriguez, and I see Orange Spider. Oh, whoa. Thank you for being here. How are you all? I've missed you all, like, actually very much, and I've missed streaming very much, and I feel kind of emotional being back here, actually, genuinely. It's weird. Hi. Hey. Hi, I missed you. I love you. How are you all doing? How are you all doing? How is everybody? Oh. Orange Spider is doing good. I'm so glad. Spicy hugs, that's such a good freaking idea. Let's do some spicy hugs. Because I missed you all. Hug. Hug. Mwah. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. The hugs that you deserve. Pat, pat. Okay. Oh, I think that's... Nope, that's the tail wag. It's not... It's there's no extra arms, so you're just gonna see the poker poke out. Oh, pat it. Pat it with my boobs. I can't reach with my boobs. I'm sorry. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I am just happy to be here. It's genuinely feels weird. After 52 days. This isn't the first time I've ended up disappearing though for like health reasons. Sometimes, you know, when you have a chronic illness, you know, it seems like a lot of VTubers have chronic illnesses. Have you noticed that? It's I think it's just because when you have a chronic illness and it makes you disabled and unable to do a lot of normal things, you end up doing this. because this is something you can do. It's very accessible to disabled people and people with chronic illnesses. So there's a lot of us. For me though, it was largely just that my health places weren't giving me my medicines. My health places, my doctors, my doctors, my pharmacies, they were not giving me my medication. Kira, hello. I'm almost crying because I'm finally back. It's been 52 fucking days. Hi, Kira, I miss you. I hope you're doing good. I've been so away because of multiple very close hospital visits. I didn't end up in the hospital, but there's multiple times I almost did. It's been a little bit rough. Cause I just was not being given my medicine for a bit. Kira, so we were just talking about you, how you're doing. My regulars were asking about you. Aw, heck. I'm alive and I'm here and I'm hoping to stay here again. God, it's been, I don't know, it's been such a mess. I'm actually, I think, about to tear up. It's been such a fucking mess the past, like, 52 days, apparently, since the last stream. Shit. Holy shit. I spent, like, several days where I was on the phone back and forth between, doctors and pharmacies for like 5 hours a day, every day, for several days, because they were just not giving me my medication. I had to at one point just be like, hey, like, if I don't get this, I'm actually gonna die. Help, please. Please, I beg of you, actually, please. And then they were like, nah. One, because we don't feel like it, and two, because we could be in legal trouble because the legal system is fucked. So things have been weird. How are you doing, Kira? And how are you doing, Kenny Rodriguez? And how are you doing, Otis Skype? Spider, oh whoa, already said doing good, but how's the rest of you? How's the rest of you? The rest of you? Oh my god. It's, I don't know, it's genuinely, it's just been so fucking much. Yeah, one of the times, was like, literally, I was trying to get my medicine from the moment I woke up to the moment I went to bed, and I was exhausted by the end of the day. I've been also trying to pick up some more exercise to, like, keep my mood up while all this is happening. It's been kind of good, actually, though, to just, it's just mainly just been walks. I've been going on walks because it's, the adrenaline kind of helps, if you know what I mean. But, like, one of the days, I was just like, oh, my, Lantus is low, let me order some more. My Lantus, by the way, is, the, long-lasting insulin that I take every night before I go to bed, and it lasts for about 24 hours, and will make sure my blood sugar doesn't go super up. So, like, let me draw a graph for you. Let me make it so you can see Photoshop. Going to a different screen, there we go. Okay. So, like, alright, you can see this? So, basically, my blood sugar, we want it to be like that, right? Oh, there's a small image. Let's do this. Okay, we want my blood sugar. Okay, now it's, we want my blood sugar to be like that. We want it nice and stable, a straight line. Realistically, it's kind of like this, you know? Just kind of like any graph you would see. Sometimes there's highs, sometimes there's lows. And if it goes down below this line, it's dangerous. If it goes above this line, it's dangerous. So I try to keep it not above that line and not below this line. But what it was doing recently, or what it could have done if I didn't have, whoopsies. Stinky. Okay. I'm Okay. Bad. If I don't take my regular insulin, I have to take insulin before every single meal I eat. If I don't, then it'll do this. Bwomp. And that'll be bad. It'll go into the bad area. If I take it, if I take too much insulin, it'll go bwomp into the bad, and that's no good. That's dangerous. That's dangerous for my health. And that's not good, right? If I don't eat for long enough, it'll go bwomp. If I eat too much, and without medicine, it'll go bwomp. It's bad. But at least, like, it'll usually come back down to here, or come back down to here with me fixing it with, like, here I will fix it with, like, sugar to make it go back up, or food to make it go back up. If it's up here, I'll fix it by taking more insulin or trying to do some, like, exercise stuff to make it go back down. But if those are the sort of things that happen there. But if I miss my Lantus, do you want to know what happens? It's up here. It's way up here. And it'll be, like, doing the lines and stuff like that, but, like, up here instead of down here, you know? And we don't want it to be up here. That's bad. That's really bad. That's very dangerous, bad time, end up in the hospital bad. So we don't want that. So we generally just don't want that. Hi Alex, welcome to the stream also. I hope you're doing well. So that's kind of an explanation of that. So basically one of the days I was like, okay, my Lantus is getting low. It's time for me to refill the prescription. So this doesn't happen where it's up there. And I went to refill the prescription. I sent it in to my doctor, or sent it into the pharmacy, and they were like, no. And I was like, why not? Why no? And they were like, oh, also, by the way, I sent it in a few days before I actually needed it. That way they had time to fill it and everything. But they didn't reply to me or tell me it was filled for those few days. And so now it's like, I'm on a day where, like, I am out of insulin unless I get it tonight. Like I used up the last of my insulin the previous night. If I don't get it today, then instead of being able to go to sleep normally tonight, I'm going to the hospital where they can give me insulin straight through the tubes. Is my voice too loud? Has it been peaking a bunch? How is this? Is this better? Is it better? So, what happened there is So, what happened is it got to the day where, like, I'm either gonna get this insulin or I'm going to the hospital. So I checked with my pharmacy. I was like, hey, just want to check on the progress of that. Like, did you receive the whatever, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, no, you're not getting that. You're not getting that. And I was like, awesome, cool, love it. Let me call my doctors. And this is like right after waking up. So I called my doctors, like my actual doctor's office, and was like, hey, this is the situation. I tried to fill this a few days ago, and I really need it to be alive. And they were like, oh yeah, that stuff that you take. We're gonna need you to schedule an appointment with us later today at 3 p.m. Just to make sure to remind us you still have this incurable disease that you can't get rid of ever. We just need proof that you still are diseased with this incurable disease that you can't get rid of ever. So, I was like, all right, cool, awesome, great. I'll see you then. Luckily it was just gonna be a, like, video call appointment. So, like, I waited until then, and very nervously, at this point it was like, I don't know, 12:30 when I was doing this. waited until 3, got on the call, and they're like, yeah, all right, cool. Hi, Pepper. Yeah, you still have diabetes, don't you? And I was like, yes. And they're like, okay, I'll send over the medication right now. And I was like, thank you so much. That saves me a lot of trouble. And I was like, ah, cool. And the phone call ended. And then I was like, I looked at my app for my pharmacy, and they're like, yeah, we're filling it now. We have received the prescription. And I was like, sweet. And so I decided to wait a bit, and they sorry. Hang on. I sent this to someone, and apparently they thought this was a short. No, this is a live stream. Hello. This is currently happening. But yeah, no, so I decided to wait until it was just like, I waited like 45 minutes, and I was like, all right, I've waited 45 minutes, it should be filled now. Let me call the pharmacy again and make sure they actually have it all set and I can pick it up like now. And I called, and they're like, oh yeah, we did receive that. Can't give it to you though. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, so we actually, basically, they discontinued that insulin, that brand. They just stopped that. And I was like, okay, can I get like a replacement? And they're like, let me see. Well, your doctor wrote fill as written, which means legally, no. No, we can't give it to you because your doctor wrote these words, fill as written, which means that if we give you anything that's not what was written, even if it's the exact same thing, just a different brand, then we will be arrested and you will die. Or you will survive, but we will be arrested. And I was like, okay, cool. So I'll die, but you won't be arrested. So it'll be great. And they're like, yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. And they're like, yeah, call the doctor again. And I was like, okay, cool. And so I called the doctor again. And they're like, oh yeah, that's, once again, also I just want to emphasize each of these calls had like a half-hour waiting period of me being on hold, like every single one of these calls. So okay, and I'm talking to the doctors again, and they're like, oh yeah, sorry, that's our bad, we'll just send it in again this time, but with the right information. No worries at all. And I was like, sweet, cool, thanks. They did that, and then I waited a little bit longer, and then I called my pharmacy, and they were like, oh, hello again, yeah. They did the same exact thing. They just wrote fill as written on the medication that is still discontinued and did nothing different, actually, and so you still can't pick it up. And I was like, fucking awesome. So I was like, at this point, I was like, okay, let me call my doctors again. Let me do it again. And also, I want to just say also, this is one of the, like, 5 incidents. I had like 5 separate health incidences, whatever, with my medications over this past 52 days. This is just one of them. And also, guess what? It's still happening. There's still medications I can't get. Oh God. Oh, the Skype is coming. What? What? Chat? What? I am freaking. I'm telling you, my heartfelt suffering of pain and suffering from the lack of health and care that my healthcare American system gives me, to the point that I die and you're masturbating. What are you doing? Awesome, Otiskype. I'm so happy for you. Oh my God. Orange says, I hope jail treats you nice. Yeah, that's what it was like. That's what it was. What was that? Take a sip. I'll take a sip. Thank you. Fucking straight up jorking it. I'm here like tearing up, and I'm like, I almost died. This is how I almost died a few times in the past 52 days, and that's why I couldn't stream or do my passion or exist. And you're like, oh, fuck you. Holy shit. Anyways, I had to call my doctor's office again because once again they just did the same mistake a second time. So I was like, all right, let's just call the doctors again. And so I did that, and I was like, well, this better be solved soon because my doctor's closed in an hour, and I was like, I need to get this done before that hour is up because otherwise, so it's like 4 p.m. They close at like 5, and so I call once again. It's 4 p.m. They close at 5. I call, and they're like, ah, yes, this is the robot voice. Hello, how are you doing today? We are currently closed. And I'm like, it's an hour early. It's an hour early. I'm pausing this music. Because I'm just like, it's a fucking hour early. They closed an hour early when they knew that I was having these issues. I mean, like, sure, I get whatever. They have lives and stuff, but I would also like to continue my life. I would like my life to continue, is the thing. Redeems aren't on? What do you mean? Let me check. They should be. They're on Twitch. I'm signing in. Let's see. This is such a grand story, isn't it? Such a grand fucking suffering. Now they're on. I don't know why they're off. Hello, J Hill. I've missed you. Hello, Shiny. I've missed you. I've missed you all so much. Oh. J Hill says, me hearing about health insurance peeps doing shitty things, drawing an L on my forehead. It's just what happens, right? J says, we will be arrested and you will die is quite the sentence to arrive on. It's like, yeah, we'll be arrested. We'd rather not have that, but so we're just gonna let you die. So yeah, doctor is closed half an hour early. Oh, also, can I fucking complain about the bullshit that is calling the Walgreens pharmacy? Can I complain about that? Does anyone here use Walgreens as a pharmacy? Because it is fucking bullshit the way that calling them works. Because it's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. Chai said, been sending God prayers to you. I'm okay without God prayers. I appreciate it though. Thank you. Gio says, well, I hearing so hard and it's not hearing all over the chat. Yeah, so what happens with Walgreens is I'll call, and then after like 30 seconds of the phone ringing, it'll be like robotic voice, like, hello, you have reached Walgreens Pharmacy on the corner of Poop Street and Piss Lane. What do you want? And I'll be like, all right, okay, voice recognition stuff. All right, cool. Talk to someone. And they'll be like, the robot will be like, I can help you with most of what you want. So what do you want today? And I'm like, no, talk to someone. Because, like, the robot's not going to fucking help me with my insurance or the issues that this bullshit comes with. So I just say, talk to someone again. And it's like, all right, which department do you want to talk to? And I was like, well, let me think. I called the Walgreens pharmacy, not the Walgreens like store. So you know what? Yeah, pharmacy. And they're like, okay, I can help you with that. What prescriptions do you want? I'm like, no. Talk to someone. And it's like, well, I can help you with most of your issues. I'm like, I know. Talk to someone. And it's like, okay. Just so you know, we close at 7 p.m. tonight and can open at 6 a.m. 4 days from now. Would you still like to do this? Yes! Yes, I would! Please let me through! And so finally I get to a person, and that's what that's like. That is what that's like. And then you finally get to a person. But yeah, then they told me the whole thing. I called back my doctors, and they were fucking closed, and I was like, fucking awesome shit. Now I don't know what to do. I look at my Walgreens app, and it says, my like pharmacy app, and it says like, it's listing the prescription right there. I can see it with my eyeballs. I'm like, okay, I gotta drive and walk into the store and be like, hey, look, you can see it right here. I've been filling this prescription for 10 years. Help. Please give it now. Thank you. And so I did that. And then there was a line. I waited in for like half an hour at the Walgreens pharmacy. And they're like, oh, yeah, we'll look into that. And then I had to sit down while they were on the computer for like another half hour until this woman came out of like the side door. You know, the side doors they have? She came out of the side door and walked up to me and was like, yeah, well, yeah, like we can't give it to you because, like, legally, because, like, the American healthcare system, well, they don't want us to give this thing to you that costs, like, less than $1 to make because they want to charge you, like, $600 for it. And so if your insurance was being weird about that, then we're just not going to give it to you. Your insurance or your doctors or whatever is going on. And I was like, yeah, but I'm dying. And, like, at this point, I am actually crying in front of the pharmacist. Like, right in front of the pharmacist. There are tears going down my face. And I'm just like, okay, is there anything I can do to, like, can I have, like, one fucking dosage or anything, please? At all? Can you fill it, like, that much? Whatever you need to do? And they're like, no, we'd rather not be arrested and let you die instead. And I was like, fucking cool. I've been hearing that all day. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And so she was like, but, you could maybe just go to urgent care. And I was like, all right, what other option do I have at this point? It's that or the hospital. So, I leave there. I drive 10 minutes to, like, the nearest urgent care. And I walk in, and they're like, oh, yes, hello, what's the problem? And I explain everything that's been happening that day. Everything I just explained to you. Except probably not as silly. Not in as silly of a manner. I explain everything. I'm still, like, emotional, and they're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. That's horrific. I am genuinely so sorry. You can take a seat, and we'll get someone right on that. Let me just go talk to people in the back. And I was like, okay. And I was like, great, okay. So it looks like something's gonna happen here. I wait a few minutes, and this time, instead of it being, like, half an hour, it was literally, like, just 3 minutes. And then she's back, and she's like, hey, yeah, so we can't do anything for you legally, so yeah, we're just gonna have to let you go. And I'm like, at this point, I feel just, like, broken. And they're like, okay, well, actually, if you ask me, there is this place, like, down the street. It's basically a back alley doctor's. Not, like, an illegal one or anything, but it's just an office, just a small, like, fast food restaurant office. Like, it's like, that's the type of office it is. It's like you could imagine as a drive-through doctor's office. Not actually drive-through, but that's the quality they have there. And I was like, okay, well, once again, it's that or hospital. At this point, it's like 7 p.m. So I drive there and go inside and talk to someone. I have to fucking sign up for an entire new doctor here. So I have to put in all my information, which takes me another half hour of just, like, writing my name over and over again, my insurance information, all that stuff, just so I can sign up for a whole new doctor so they can give me one single prescription. And I do that the whole time. There's the fucking gay Looney Tunes cartoon playing on the TV in the background, just, like, up on the wall. You know that one where it's like Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny, like, living together as basically husbands as, like, a sitcom? It's that one. That show is playing, and they were being very gay for each other. And I was like, oh, that's fun, at least. And then after a while, you know, funny enough, maybe it's because these people are working in, like, kind of their own, like, little system. These people were the coolest people so far. These people were the most, like, holy shit, this is awful. Let's get this for you as best we can. These are the first people to actually be like that. Like, actually. And it was very nice, but I was still scared. I filled out all the stuff and then gave the papers back to them and was waiting for a little bit longer until finally they called my name in and they brought me into a room. And it was weird because, like I said, it's this kind of like weird, like you just walk on in doctor's office, not an urgent care or anything, just a walk-in doctor's office. So they had me sat in a room doing, the usual, like, let's test your blood pressure and all that stuff. While there was another person on the other side of the room also getting their blood pressure checked and talking about all their, like, private, like, health issues. So I was just right next to them. I was like, huh, yeah, that's all right. They're also doing that, and I'm doing this. Huh, cool. So much for, what is it? Doctor-patient confidentiality, I guess. So I get through all that, and then they bring me back to this guy that's in, like, the back corner. And he's like, so what's your problem? You're having trouble getting insulin, right? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, I'm just going to give it to you. And I was like, are you serious? Please? Thank you? And he's like, yeah, I'll just fill it right now. It's fine. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. And he's like, yeah, I'm diabetic too. I get it. And I was like, holy shit, thank you so much. And then on top of it all, like, I wasn't able to get my Dexcom, which is the sensor that tells me what my blood sugar is that I attach to my leg. I was able to get that for a few days. And he was just like, yeah, actually, here's 3 for free that I just have laying around. Just take it. And I was like, you are a savior. Thank you. Once again, almost tearing up. He was kind of a weirdo, but he was sweet. He also, like, pointed out, Jodi has, like, an estradiol tattoo on her arm. Like, it's just a tattoo of the molecule or whatever of estrogen. And he was like, hey, what's that? And Jodi was like, oh, it's estrogen. And he's like, oh, why? And Jodi was like, well, I'm a trans woman. And he was like, oh, I couldn't tell. I had no idea. So, what's the estrogen for? What's the estrogen symbol for? And Jodi was like, well, I'm a trans woman. And he was like, oh, okay, that's cool. All right, bye. Enjoy your insulin. And I was like, thanks. And we left, and and, like, as we were walking out, the 2 women who were at the counter who had been previously helping me with all my papers and stuff were like, I really hope everything's okay. Please just let us know if you need anything. We're closing in, like, an hour, but, like, we will be here for you if you need anything. And I was like, thank you so much. Holy shit. We got in the car, and I was just, like, fucking exhausted, crying a little bit. I was like, okay, so he sent the prescription to Walgreens, which is how this has to work. So let me call this Walgreens. This is another different Walgreens because the other one is now closed as well. This one's like half an hour away. It's like a 24/7 one. And I was like, let me call this one and make sure that they received it. Because if they didn't, if they have another fucking issue, I'd rather still be here in front of this place so I can walk right back in and let them know. I called and was on wait and hold for like 20 minutes. And I was like, okay, this is not worth it. Let's just start driving. And so we drove and we got to the place and I had to wait 45 minutes in line. A whole 45 minutes just standing there in line, waiting for my insulin. The original place that I had just come from, the weird doctor's office, is closed now. And so I was like, if I'm not getting this, if they don't give it to me, it's hospital, because I can't go back to the other place now because they're closed. And they better give it. And I walked up and I was like, hey, yep, name, here it is. And they're like, oh, yeah, all right, here's your Lantus. Bye. Your insulin. Just, there you go. And I was like, oh my God, it was so easy. She just handed it to me and I left. She just handed it to me and I left, and I'm good and I'm fine and I can live tonight and not go to the hospital. Thank you. And we got home at like 9 p.m. and I'm just so tired. I'm so exhausted. On the phone all day, and then back and forth between between pharmacies and doctors' offices all day, and I finally freaking have it. That day was probably one of the worst days of it all. But like I said, that was just dealing with one of my medications. There were separate days where I had to deal with other medication issues, some of them that lasted several days, like the one where I had to be on call for 5 hours, 3 days in a row. that sucked. I'm not gonna get to that story right now because that's just a lot more of just this. So awful, awful. It's awful. But I got it. And you know what's funny? You know what's hilarious? You know what's really cute? I finished that. I'm about finished with Atlantis now. That supply he gave me, right? And he gave me 15 refills. That doctor gave me 15 more refills after this, so I should be good. And I have one pen left, like just one thing left, which will last me another like week of these overnight injections. And so I decided, like, okay, I'm going to be ahead of the curve. I'm going to fill it now with my pharmacy. And you know what they said? This morning, you know what they said? You want to know what the pharmacy said? This morning? They said no. They said, let me take a look at it. It said, action needed. Call your pharmacy. And I did, and they're like, yeah, it's kind of weird. We'll have to call you back later. And then they did, and they're like, okay, yeah, the one that you just changed to is also discontinued. Which is not a good sign, honestly. So that their insulins are just being discontinued right now in this area. So I had to switch again earlier today, and they said that some of that might be ready today. Some of it might be ready the next few days. Just keep an eye out. And I'm like, okay. And at this point, I'm just like, I've been so stressed with all of this for like almost 2 months. But I also miss streaming so bad that I'm like, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I'm angry, I'm frustrated. I miss streaming. I'm going to stream anyways. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here doing it. Just chatting, streaming, just hanging out. Because I want to be here. Even if the issues are ongoing, because it's starting to look like they're not going to ever be not ongoing. So, hey everybody, how you doing? How are my snacks? That has been what's been going on. That's an example of what's been going on. Oh my god. Oh my god. Orange Spider said, I joined your Discord. Hell yeah, thank you. I hope you like it. Shiny says, I'm sorry, Pepper, it's okay. JL says, give it, grabby hands, need it, give you life-saving meds, hand it over, grabby hands harder. This little baby looking for my meds. JL says, why do I feel like everything you say there just say, we can't do anything legally, so yeah, we're slowly pulling a pew-pew out to you to put you down. Yeah, no, that's basically it. Like, genuinely, like, I had to just... I've seen this happen in, like, movies and shows and stuff, but I didn't think I'd ever be in the position where I'd have to be like, hey, I'm at the pharmacy now. Mr. Pharmacist, can I have my medication or I will die? Please? I didn't think I'd ever be in that position. And I now have been in that position. And that position fucking sucks. And I'm, like, privileged enough that I have the time and energy to do this, to do these calls and go through all this stuff. And if I had to go to the hospital, then I would go to the hospital. You know, I have those abilities. And I imagine people who don't have that energy, who are, like, disabled in ways that do not allow them to do these things I did today, or do not have the community of friends and household roommates that I have that care about me, that help me get through all this. I'm imagining those people who could not end their day with actually getting their insulin. And it horrifies me, genuinely. Genuinely. What else is in chat? JL says Bugs is a trans woman. There's some details there. Very often, Bugs is a trans misogynistic stereotype, unfortunately. It can be nice and quirky to imagine, like, oh, but Bugs is just a trans woman and it's good. But also, a lot of the time, Bugs is just actually, like, a transphobic stereotype, unfortunately. Oh my god, it's snow in Arizona! Sean, hello! Didn't know gay Looney Tunes was a thing. It basically is. It basically is. How you doing? I actually, so Snow in Arizona is someone I know IRL, named Sean, and she is the singer and leader of a band called Snow in Arizona, which I'm assuming that's what that account is. So you all, actually, I'm just going to say it here, you should all go check out Snow in Arizona. Very highly recommended music. One of my personal favorites was A View on Happiness. Very good song. Just saying that just now while I'm here and while Sean's here. Jill says, this is my headcanon. Yeah, it's yeah, I get it. Nambean says, hello, how are you doing? Sean says, sounds like a genuine nightmare of a day. I'm glad you survived it. I am too. I think, wasn't I texting you during some of that day, Sean, where I was like, hey, I might be going to urgent care. I think I was talking to you like parts of that day. Shiny says, that's not good. No, it wasn't. Orange Spider says, they were treating insulin like blood diamonds. What the fuck? Yeah, it sucks. Most people don't know what diabetes is. Most doctors aren't even that good with it. Like, they know what it is, but, like, it's very spread out. And also, like, pretty much no politicians know what it is. Like, there's the whole thing I think back to all the time where it's like, there's like a politician who was there was a politician who was making the decision on if the cost of insulin, once he had life-saving medication, was going to be lowered or not. And he was like, no, because they can just exercise, which is not how that works. That's just not how it works. You cannot exercise your way out of diabetes. A few things there, actually. Type 1 diabetes, which is what I have, is an incurable disease. There is no cure for type 1 diabetes. It doesn't have to do with diet or weight or exercise or any of that shit. Type 2, which is the one that people very much widely associate with, like, oh, just exercise or eat better or diet or whatever, is also just not, like, you can get out of type 2 diabetes, but also it's not just a click and you're done. But, like, so many people treat it also as just kind of like this moral issue of, like, oh, you have this disease, you are a lesser of a person, and it's awful. It's truly, truly awful. I might have told this story before, too, but I have a memory of being, back when I used to work at Marshall's as a cashier, there was a whole thing where we were doing a donation drive for type 1 diabetes in children. And, I cannot tell you how many times I actually had people, because we would ask, like, would you like to donate? I can't tell you how many people would just outright tell me, without realizing I had type 1 diabetes, they would just say, like, no, I'd rather contribute to something that matters. I'd rather, like, help a disease that matters. Or people being like, oh, no, that's just the one that does that people could just, like, fix themselves. I'm not going to donate to that. Like, people just actually don't know what diabetes is. Truly, genuinely. I'm going to switch back to this screen. Okay. I keep saying truly, genuinely, but I'm in a rant mode. I'm in a ramble rant. Shiny says, my cousin had a baby boy. That's awesome. I'm really happy for you and your cousin and the baby boy. Sean says, I'm doing well, Pepper. I'm honored. Hell yeah, everyone check out Snow in Arizona. Please do. I'll probably continuously shout her out and tell everyone to go check out her music. JL says, we may finally finish the last stream bowl of Look Outside. We were on the last stream, I think, when the medical center tried to assassinate Pebbles. Yeah. Pep Bulls. Yeah. Yeah, it sucked. It really sucked. And so I started getting really, really burnt out after that, actually, because, like, when your health is on the line and you're spending hours and hours and hours of your day talking to doctors and stuff, you get kind of burnt out. And so that's also why I haven't been able to be back to stream, really, because I've been exhausted mentally. Sean says, you're texting me about it a little bit, but I was giving you space mostly. Yeah, I remember. Spider OO says, that's like saying you've got lung cancer, just breathe better. Literally, it is. Shiny says, I have type 2. I'm sorry. I know it's tough to have. I don't have type 2, but I have type 1, but I know that they're both really difficult. What's happening in the Twitch chat? Harville, welcome to the stream, saying, I hope you're feeling better, Pepper. Oh, and then Otoscape says, oh, you need a different insulin, but that's discontinued is fine, though. Yeah, and then Harville says, yay, capitalism for profit healthcare and stupid laws. Hell yeah, it's the good shit. It's the good shit. Otoscape says, why fix your problems instantly when we can slowly do it and bill you every step along the way? Fucking, I really do genuinely hate capitalism so much, because it is just about how much labor and money can we extract from every single person possible at the cost of their health because they don't matter. Otoscape says, should probably send this to Discord, but if you ever need a VA, I wouldn't mind doing something for you. Don't they know a bunch of kids die from early onset diabetes or something? A bunch of people die in general just from diabetes. Just in general. Harville says, if they do know, they don't care because it doesn't fit their worldview. And yeah. It's kind of, it's sad because like a lot of people will be like, well, it wasn't much of a problem like 100 years ago, diabetes. Like people weren't always complaining about it then. And you want to know why? Do you want to know why people weren't complaining about it 100, 200 years ago or before that? It's because they were dead. It's because they died. It's because they didn't have the medicine for it, so they were dead. So they couldn't complain because they were dead. I'd rather not be dead. Please and thank you. Orange Spider says, if my insurance didn't cover it, it would have been like $100 for an antibiotic. Yep, it sucks. It really, really sucks. Really, really sucks. Really, really, really sucks. Also, thank you for the offer for a VA. I want to do some more voice acting stuff myself, too. Voice acting's fun. How long have I been going already? Almost an hour of complaining and venting about this. I'm glad I've been able to, because I need to. You know, on the plus side, I played Resident Evil 9 in my free time. I was playing a bunch of that to, like, take my mind off of stuff. Game is pretty awesome. It's, like, definitely up there among the best of diabetes, shit, of Resident Evil. I was reading the chat and I saw the word diabetes. Yeah, Resident Evil 9 is the best of diabetes. It's the best of, it's one of the best of the Resident Evil series, I think. Harville says, hilarious, you think politicians and shareholders have loved ones and not assets? You would think so. You would think that they have loved ones. Oh no, one of my figurines fell. Yes, I've realized without ever playing the game of Resident Evil 9, I find Grace very attractive, and I am unsure why. Because she's pretty. Because she's very pretty. She's very pretty, that's why. JL says, like, she's the most attractive Resident Evil pro tag, and I am unsure why. Well, you don't have to have a reason. She feels very real, I think, because of her anxiety and her nervousness. I think that feels very real and connects with a lot of people. Orange Fire says, I don't know why that reminded me, but have you seen the new Too Much Water IGN review? No? I remember that being, like, a thing, like, a decade ago. It was, like, about, or longer than a decade? It was about, I think, about Wind Waker or something. Or the Wind Waker remaster, something like that. I don't know. Shiny says, if I can make you a chibi animal art, what would you want to be? A spider? A spider? Please, a spider. I want to be a spider. So I'm also thinking, for the sake of being mildly... Okay, I don't want to put it down a little bit. I don't want to be dismissive of my own feelings lately. I've been pretty burnt out because of all this. And so streaming, I've been really wanting to get back into it. And it's also still a little bit exhausting. So my streams will probably be a little bit less for however long of a time. I'm not sure. Not going to be like... mainly I'm just thinking I might make some changes to how I do some stuff. Because there's some different types of things I want to explore more of, that I think would be good for what I want to do in terms of streams. So I'm thinking with my schedules, unless I really want to, I'm probably just gonna like when I put out my schedules at the beginning of the week, instead of saying this is what's happening this day and this is what's happening this day, it's probably just gonna be the time, and I'm gonna be streaming that day. What I'll be streaming, I'll probably decide when the time comes. If everyone's okay with that. Unless it's something special, or like the usual weekly Ace Attorney, which we're going to be getting back to this week, actually. We'll be doing more Ace Attorney this Friday, finally, with Kerbals, starting the third game. Yeah, like schedules will look a little bit different, like I said, instead of... Let me pull up a schedule real quick. Maybe I can make the schedule for this week. Wow, look how sexy I am. Okay, so we can make today's schedule currently. So what is... Today is Monday, right? Today is Monday the 20th. April 20th. April 20. Yeah. So... Oh my god, is it 420 today? Shit! That's the day I come back on. That's hilarious. 4020. 420. Okay. 421. 422. 423. See, I can count. 424. 425. 426. Okay. So April 26. Okay, so Monday is what today is. I'm gonna save this as a new type of schedule. Okay. So what time is it? What time did I start the stream at? We've been going for an hour, yep. So like 4:45. I'm just gonna round that up to 5 p.m. my time, and then it's 8 p.m. on the East Coast, isn't it? So like... So I'm gonna move this over here and do that. And then this is gonna go away. And this is gonna go away. I'm not streaming Wednesday. Let's see, Thursday. This is gonna be Ace Attorney. But I'm just gonna do it like this. And then, should I stream on Saturday? Should I just finish off Look Outside? Okay. So, also, this is probably going to be 7 p.m. because time change happened again. The reset of the clocks and all that. The clocks. So, that's probably going to look like that this week. Monday, that's what's happening right now. Friday is Ace Attorney. Saturday, maybe I'll finish off Look Outside. Maybe I'll do something else. Yeah. It's gonna look something like this, and I'm also gonna like, let's see here. Where's the images? So if I can like shorten these or something. Why is it not grabbing all of them? I'm confuzzled. The pepper is confuzzled. Is this? Oh. I figured it out. Whoa. Whoa, what is it? Deuterium did something. I can't read it because it's... I can't, what does that say? I can't read it. It's white on white. What does it say? I don't know what it said. Snacks, can any of you read that? You followed it. Oh, okay. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Otiscape just accidentally killed Jim Carrey the other day. Shit, I didn't know that could happen. Sorry about that. Okay, not that. Nope. I'm fixing the schedule. There we go. And now there'll be more room for my sexy body. More room for the sexy pepper bod. You know? The good stuff. And we can move those like that. Yeah. And then we can do like a huge, whoa. Then we can do a boob. Yeah, like that. We can make the schedules look like this. Yeah, that's it. That's right. I did it. I did it. You can't stop me. I did it. Yeah, alright. I can also just make it not like... I can make the whole image skinnier. Who knows? But, yeah. Alright, cool. I'll finish editing that later. Did I miss anything else in chat? Dude says breasts. Dude says Pepper playing fast and loose with Twitch TL. That's not playing fast and loose with Twitch terms of service. Have you seen the shit I've done on this channel? That's baby stuff right there. That's baby stuff. Dude says, I did not say breasts, I said breets. 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 Unless you're back and popped in to say hi, 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 hi. Attack on Booba. Hell yeah. What if you were all just tiny little things and I was big Booba and you like attack on tightened up onto my Booba, you climbed up onto my Booba, and then you crawled into my nips. Crawled into my nipple holes. What if you did that? That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. That'd be fucking awesome. If you look to the left, you'll see the confuzzled pepper in her natural habitat. So anyways, yeah. Okay, so my streams have been lagging. I don't know if you read my message about scary noising you. Oh, is that turned on right now? That'd be funny. Sean says, that would be awesome. Fuck yeah, it would. Put everyone in my boobs. Put everyone in my tits. That's where everyone belongs. That's where my snacks belong. Oh, I see the redeem jump scare is gonna happen. Is it turned on? Fuck, it was turned on and it still got me. It still got me. It still got me, even though I knew it was turned on. That's funny. Or not that I knew it was turned on, but I knew that it could be coming. Okay, so some other things. I'm thinking I want to experiment with some more stuff outside of just video games. Like, I really, really want to do more stuff with my characters and my altars. Another thing is also I call my alters characters sometimes, and which I have felt self-conscious about, but I'm gonna stop feeling self-conscious about that because like they are also characters. I felt like it was me delegitimizing them, but it's not because they're also characters and also alters. Not all my characters are alters, but some of my characters are alters. But all my characters, not all my characters are alters, but all my alters are characters. Sure, let's go with that. I want to do a lot more with that. So I want to do more streams where I experiment with like just like lullaby playing. Because I talked before about that whole last stream where I did as lullaby where I played the washing simulator, power washing simulator. I was not really being as much lullaby as I wanted to be, and I want to do better with that. I have, oh my god. Oh, this was approaching her with one spider at rapid speed. Holy shit. Did you raid me? Are you streaming currently? Is the one spider you? Are you the one person that's in the raid? Is it you? Hold a Skype. Thank you. So I found that like when it comes to my alters, I still have some like internalized stuff, and I have nervousness. I get really nervous talking about my alter stuff because I worry people aren't going to take me seriously. I'm trying to get over that because like fuck that.
But she was already pouring a brimming glass of spiders.
Yeah. Otoskype approaching, holding Otoskype. Yes. Otoskype, no, I can raid without going live now. How? Why are your messages doubling? They're not on my end. So, like, I will get nervous. Like, all of you primarily know me as the alter I call Lux. Which a lot of you probably already do know. And I always end up getting nervous or shy or embarrassed if I show you any other alter of myself, because it's like, oh, but you know me as this one, how will you be able to take the other one seriously? And that goes the same for people IRL. If they get to know one of my alters, then I get really embarrassed or shy or nervous if they see a different one. Not with everybody, but with a lot of people. And that's something I'd like to change. Ad happened and it's now over. Cool. So I don't know how long this stream is going to go. It's kind of just me chatting and wanting to be here, wanting to exist. I also showed that whole schedule thing earlier. I think there's also possibilities I will stream outside of that schedule. I just kind of want something that these things are going to happen, but there is the possibility I might do unscheduled streams. Like today. I just wanted to be back. Sean says, that's valid and understandable. Thank you. I appreciate that. How's the audio, by the way, Snacks? I have my microphone in a different position than usual. What else do I gotta say? Oh yeah, some other things I'm thinking of exploring is there's apparently... So I like to watch GTA roleplay. I've talked about that a lot. There's a particular streamer I reference a lot. And apparently there is also a new, like, Skyrim server where there's no NPCs. Every person in it is a player. And it's a roleplay server. And I kind of really want to try that out. I'd want to try it out with Skaya, because we all know Skaya is great. But I can't give her the big booby mods. So probably not Skaya, but maybe Rio. Here's some thigh slaps. Okay, they're the sweets. Here's some thigh slaps for you. I know some of you will really enjoy this. There you go. There you go. Otoskype also redeemed comfy compliment. Okay. So, well, thank you, Otoskype, for apparently, gooning, I guess is the term, and coming to my pleas of help earlier when I was complaining about my healthcare. I thought that was really hot, and I really appreciated it. And I just want to know that you're a good person. Thank you. There's your compliment. Dude says another settlement needs our help. Is that supposed to be a Skyrim reference? Sean says, sounds good to me personally. Cool. JL says, oh, really? Didn't know you liked James Randall. Yeah. Sean says, music to my ears. Hell yeah. J-House, don't worry, I did them with you. Thigh slaps in solidarity. Hell yeah. There's, oh, now Otiskype is coming as me. Oh my god. Do any of you know about that emote? Do any of the YouTube users know about the Twitch emote of me coming? There's a Twitch emote. Whoops, I liked my own stream. Yeah, it's not on YouTube. Yeah, do any of the YouTube users know about the emote of me coming that's on Twitch? That's just there. I have that. J Hill says, cummies. Yes, J Hill, you're so right. You're so right. You're so freaking correct. So yeah, that's another thing I'm thinking could be really fun to do. Sean says, coming, you say. Yes, indeed. Coming all over. I also want to just be more outright with my lewd self, my lewd sides, because that's also kind of part of the art, the altar things, because some of my altars are way more lewd than me. Dude says, Pep having the organism. Oh, yeah, you know it. I'm spurting out organisms, if you know what I mean. Where are we coming to? I don't know. But we're going fast. She asks, are we coming to eat sandwich? No, we're coming on sandwich. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the things I want to do, though, is I want to do some more roleplay stuff, some more altar-based stuff, some more character-based stuff, more talking about my characters, more cards, and more stuff where I create things on streams. Like, have you been seeing my comics recently? My continuation of the Ada Girl comics? I've been really proud of those, and I want to work on more of that. Part of it is also the problem with wanting to do more working on things streams, like the comic or the visual novel, is I feel like I tend to go kind of quiet more often so I can focus. And I do want to check with everybody. Is that okay? Does that bother you if I'm like quiet for like 30 seconds straight? Because normally I try to be like talking constantly. But sometimes I think that that's because of my YouTube brain. So I started off as like a YouTuber making videos, not streams. And when you do a video, like back in the day, remember like old Markiplier and all that stuff, it's like 15 to 30 minute long videos where you're talking throughout the whole time, the whole video. That takes more effort when you're doing it instead for half an hour you're doing it for 5 hours. It's very different. So, I am wondering if people would still watch something if I'm working on something, if I'm talking like a little bit less. Or if you'd rather I not do that. Dude says, what if Pepper hit that yoinky spoinky? Yoinky spoinky. Here, hang on. Like that? Did I do it? Did I do it? Wait. I have to hit the special move. Like that? Womp. Is that it? Is that it? Was that the thing? Was that the Yonky Splinky? Have I played Infinity Nikki? No, I have not. Is it Infinity Nikki or Infinity Nikki? Oh, just Skip says I have two OCs that are sort of alters of each other. That's cool. Dude says, hello everybody, my name is Welcome.
Hello, everybody. My name is Welcome.
Skype says, one is apathetic, doesn't give a fuck attitude, the other is depressed, obsessive. Noise. Harville says, I'd still watch. It's nice hanging out. Hell yeah. Skype says, again, if you ever need more voices, feel free to hit me up. My DM's not me. Don't hit me, please. Actually, I might like it. Do that. Okay. I can perform some impact play. I'm into it. I'm for it. Dude says, Infinity Nikki is a very cute game and it has cute girls in it and is pretty. I do like those things. I like cute girls and pretty. J-House says, the cummy sandwich sauce. Sean says, I would watch it still. Okay, okay. JL says, I will exist either way. We only ever see this energy in the Ace Attorney streams. That is some pretty big energy that happens in those streams. JL says, coming? Who is coming? If you're coming, come here. Come where I can see it. That's also Markiplier, isn't it? Yes. Yes. Dude says, I can do voices too. I have voiced in actual games before. You have? Tell me all about it and tell me how to get into voice acting, because I've wanted to do that for like a decade. The closest I got to voice acting was applying for a voice acting role in Lordbound, the Skyrim mod. That's like DLC sized Skyrim mod. And I'm about to do a call out post. So I was trying to voice act in that. This was like 2018, like so long ago when it started. And they looked for a bunch of voice actors. I applied and I got accepted, and they gave me a couple of roles and lines. But then they never gave me the rest of the lines, and it seemed to get delayed until like last year when they were like, okay, everyone, I know it's been 7 years, but we actually do finally need the voice actors now. And I was like, all right, well, I'm transitioned, but I'm still here if you still want me to play characters. And they're like, all right, that's fine. Here, can you give us some voice lines? And I did, and they're like, oh, you're a trans person. Yeah, we'll call you back. And then they didn't. I don't know if that's actually the reason, but like, I don't know. They're interested in me before, but they're not anymore. So, who knows? Dude says, just by knowing a guy, I did it for free, but I'm in a game. That's pretty cool. What game? Sean says, Impact Play. Yeah. JL says, the biggest voice acting I've ever done is play God 3 times in high school. Whoa. I didn't know you could do that. You can just do that? That's awesome. Who here has seen my Atta Girl comics? The updated one. Like the newer ones from like a week or 2 ago. Who has seen all the Atta Girl comics? Oh, that skips your voice when you're not doing this one sounds like a pretty cool narrator, to be honest. What? Which voice? I have like so many voices, I don't know which one you're referring to. Dude says, Darkenstein 3D, I voiced one of the bad guy soldiers. That's pretty cool. I have a lot of voices. I like doing voices. I have like a range of deep voices. I have some of the scratchy voices. I have some cutesy voices. I'm all over the place with the voices. JL says, oh god, she's dead. Yeah, she kind of does that. Yes. Dude says, I got a shout at the top of my voice. It's fun. Hell yeah. Sean says, I think. You sent me some. You are all caught up, Sean, I believe. Autoscape says, the not trans voice. Fucking the not trans voice. I'll describe without being offensive. No, you're fine. That's fine. You mean the deep voice that I was doing earlier?
When I was doing this. Oh, this voice is what you speak of.
I used to want to do like trailer voices and stuff.
In a world where piss poops on other people itself. What if piss could poop? What would you do about it?
I mean, have you seen my cryptic character? My character whose name is literally Cryptic. I also have my Plague Doctor character who speaks like, hello there. Today, I will be examining your brain. That's a good voice. I like that one. I always do that line to get into the voice. That's my Plague Doctor character. From my ASMR channel. Now defunct. You know, it wasn't offensive, but I do think it's really funny. The not trans voice. Whatever that means. It could be a little bit offensive, but it's fine. It's fine for now. JL says, the voice made me remember they doing a Helsing live action in the style of John Wick. Interesting. Like, is this going to be like a Western made movie or a Japanese produced movie? Dude says, the mask voice, is that what it's called? I just call it the deep voice. Like, I have just a bunch of different voices. Like, when you do a deep voice, what do you call it? Just because I'm trans doesn't mean it has to be called the not trans voice or the mask voice. It's just the deep voice. Just like if you were to do a deep voice, it would probably be called the deep voice. Jiao says Western saw the success of One Piece live action, decided to do it Hellsing. That's cool. I still need to see season 2 of One Piece live action. Let me show you all my comics because it's cute, and because I feel like it. Because my comics are cute. Oh. That one. I'm opening all the pages. I have 5 comic bits so far, and I'm gonna keep going and turn it into a series. Okay, let's switch back over to this. Whoops. Alright. I want to show off the comic. I can voice act this too. Let me. What is it? Pat. Okay. Nope. I did the wrong one again. Okay, there you go, pat. And let me. Okay. Why Ara Ara? Huh? Why is your name Ara Ara? It's so disjointed. Oh, yeah, I find it weird too, but I'm sorta attached to it at this point. Why not make a new one? Something similar, but more fun. What, like a pun? Yeah, that's it. Something I can laugh at. Walks away. Exit stage right. Poof. Big poof. Big poof text in the colors of the trans flag, big poof. Atta girl. Hey, it's a funny because her name went from Adarette to Atta girl. Because she went from guy to girl. And it sounds like Atta girl, you did it, but also that's your name now. Hey, that's the funny. That's the funny bit. That's it. That's the funny bit. Dude says, oh, I see. Exit stage pep. Yes. Dude says, DM'd you Infinity Nikki and my voice roll. Hell yeah. Dude says, I don't know, I can't do deep voices, only very weird, shrill ones and angry ones. Still pretty cool. Dude says, oh, Pepper, maybe you should invest in Koikatsu. What's that? They're talking in the distance. Oh god, what if they see that I turned into a girl? Exclamation point of duress. What if they ask if I like it? Ha ha ha. What if? What if Atta girl? What if? Also, would her short name be Atta? Or should I make it like you pronounce it as Ada? Like ATTA? Should that be your short name is Atta? But you could also pronounce it as Ada? Who knows? Dude says 3D anime girl maker with a crazy detailed character creator. I do like those sort of things. Sean says claps for funny. Thank you. Thank you. JL says she looks so shy when she first poofs into girl. She is. That's what's so good. We always joked about how I was the last guy in the group. Flump. The sound of her leaning back onto the bed and falling onto the bed, and the bed making flump sound in trans text colors. How do I explain this? They won't believe I just poofed into being a girl out of nowhere. Parentheses. They will. Maybe if I tell them a spidere bit me. I got comments when I posted this on TikTok of people telling me, yeah, you spelled spider wrong. And no, I didn't. Because I spelled spidere. It's a word I use in my world. I understand the confusion, though. That's a good view of her boobs, by the way. I like the downward view of her boobs. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It makes the scarf look very flat, though, but that's okay. Addie? Maybe. Now I have started adding names of the comic. Add a girl number 4, stop smiling. That's her being scared. That's what that sound was. Please, please don't tell anyone I've been turned into a girl, Lullaby. No one can know. And then Lullaby is just quiet. Lullaby? Vera notices with a big question mark in the distance. She's dead. Literally from pure excitement. Hell yeah. That's what I see when anyone I know, if anyone here in the chat comes out as a trans woman, I will also die from pure excitement. I'm looking at you in the chat. I'm looking at you. Stretchy. She's dead? Yeah, but don't worry. She does that. Dot, dot, dot. To imply a passage of a short time of silence. Let's bury her out back. Yeah, and that's where we left off. That's where we left off with the comic. Otis Skip says, can I eat them? All of them. They all look so yummers. They're... Ada Girl's hair tastes like cotton candy, canonically. So maybe. JL says, Lullaby's poor gay heart couldn't handle it. That's true. That's true. You're right. Yeah. Yep. 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 But like, maybe I could make more of these comics on streams. I think that'd be fun. That could be good. Dude says, what does everyone's hair taste of? Ada Girl's cotton candy lullaby could be coconut? No, not coconut. Not coconut. Maybe more like I kind of imagine her hair to be kind of like snow. So not even that it'd be cold. It'd just be kind of like, it would taste like slushy. Like plain, unflavored slushy. Coconut. I don't like the taste of coconut. That's also kind of why. Vera's hair color is probably going to change. Cause like, so when there's like, an avatar has the hair color of pink and blue, like me or Vera in the comic, that's to signify that Vera is in possession of that character, or that Lux is in possession of the character. Me, this avatar, is in possession of that character. But that's not supposed to be canonically true for these comics. That's just supposed to be Vera as Vera. So when her hair is a normal color, then that's supposed to mean that it's her and just herself. Because like all these characters are alters of each other. And so sometimes body controlling will be a little funny or weird or funky. Calpico flavor? What's that? I want Vera's hair to be kind of like a darker or deeper blue. That's kind of what I want. Maybe I could look at a little bit of that right now on stream. Oh yeah, another thing I want to do on stream, to experiment more with alters and also characters and roleplay stuff, is I want to kind of do a thing that a lot of streamers, I guess, do nowadays, where they could just watch videos people submit. I think that'd be neat. I think that could be fun. We could just watch videos. And I could do it, like, you could submit funny videos and I'll watch them. Or you could submit funny videos and maybe a character or an alter will watch them. Sean says, great stuff for real. Thank you. Thank you. So you want to watch stuff with us? Yeah, on streams. Also, J Hill, you never answered me. Do you want the skirt to be shorter, or I mean longer, or do you want it to stay as is? Also, I can show it off on stream right now. Oh, it's in the Discord VC? No, I mean on stream! On stream! It'd probably just be like YouTube Shorts. Is what I'd watch, probably. I'm gonna switch the screen capture to something else. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, it's already there. I didn't even know. It's already right here. Okay. You're fine being a negligent farmer? Okay. I finished the J Hill avatar, everybody. And now I'm going to show it off real quick. Once it loads. J Hill avatar done. I think it's pretty good. I think adding all the black lines really made it pop more. Because before I was feeling not as satisfied with it. But I think adding all the black parts helped separate it out more and make it look a little bit better. This lighting is also just like not good because it's not really any real lighting because it's in the program where you make the models. But with real lighting, it looks pretty good. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to look at the bottom of the shoes. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to look at the bottom of the shoes. Oh, can I also talk about something else that happened? Like 4 days ago, I seriously injured myself. And also almost went to the hospital. I have a cool like tomboy butch lesbian cut that will probably become a scar. Yeah, it's pretty hot. It hurts a lot. I was shaving my legs, and as I was going up my right leg on my shin, I was like, that feels like a good itch. Oh, that's itching me real good. And I looked down and I was like, oh, that itch is actually me scraping layers of skin off of my bone. I have a really deep cut in my leg, is my point. Several inches long, just going up my leg. It's pretty gnarly. I have had gauze on it for like 4 days now. I had gauze on it, and then I switched to Band-Aid. Or no, yeah, gauze and then Band-Aid, and then 2 days later I took the Band-Aid off, and that ripped some of the skin back off. So that sucks, and it was bleeding more. And so we put gauze back on again. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. It hurts. JL says, I gave myself a scar falling down the stairs. Ouch. My mom has a scar going up her forearm that looks like the Nike logo. Apparently she got it from, like just walking in a house, and then there was a nail sticking out of a wall, and it caught on her arm and then ripped up her arm, and that's awful. But I almost went to the hospital for this because, like, if it were to keep bleeding just a little bit longer, I probably would have needed stitches or something. But it seems like we're okay. There's a fly buzzing around the microphone. Okay. I'm gonna inhabit your body real quick, J Hill. I'm gonna inhabit your body real quick, if you don't mind. I want everyone to see what your avatar looks like with better lighting. There it is. You're not supposed to have these pokers, though. There we go. Look at those thighs! That's the good shit. Okay, enough of that. Now we're back to me. Do you like the underboob, Sneax? I bet you like the underboob. It's pretty good underboob. Maybe I should just stream like this. Quality underboob on Pepper Ranny YouTube channel. Sailor Moon skirt is real. Yes, I'm alive! I have such smug energy. It's perfect, isn't it? I also just like smug energy. Okay, I'm gonna check a thing. I'm checking something. Okay. Okay. So this is like what I'm thinking for the color of Vera's hair, but also I just don't like how it's coming out so far, and I don't know why. I don't know why exactly that is. But there's something about it I don't like. I'm unsure what that would be, though. Highlight color. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O! Okay. Okay, we're fine. I still don't know how to change the... Oh... Highlight color. Highlight color. Why does it look red? Why does the highlight look red? Shader? No. Ooh. That's a little bit better. Yeah, having it be a little bit deeper like that is a little bit better. I still don't know if I like the weird red shine. I don't know how to get rid of that. Bed for real. Okay, good noodles. Good night, pep pep. Good noodles. Doot doot. Maybe the color palette. I'm unsure myself. Yeah, I think it's got that raven hair. Hell yeah. I think it's the weird highlight, and like I said, I don't know how to fix it. Like, no matter what I do, it's always seeming to be red. Maybe that's a setting that's not in here. Could it be here? Shading? Hair? Shading hardness? Shading area? No, I guess not. It's confusing, isn't it? I don't know what's going on. Edit hair bounce. I don't even know what that means. I guess that's just how bouncy the hair is. I have not opened this menu ever. Well, I'm gonna be chilling out now and maybe working on some of this for a stream. If you wanna ask me stuff or hang out, feel free. Ask me anything. What is that? It's an AMA. Pepper Lux AMA. Ask me anything. While we hang out and I work on some stuff for a little bit. And I try to figure out what's going on with the hair. Can I do this? If I do this to this, does it change? Does it change the highlight color? It does. It's not anything to do with this, is it? I don't know. I really don't know. What's your thought on Sailor Moon? It was cute and weird. I haven't watched much of it. I watched like, I don't know, 5 episodes or something. Hi Lane, welcome to the stream. Where have you been, Princess Pepper? If you want to, later on, go back and rewatch the first, like, hour of this stream. I complained about everything that happened and why I was gone. Jess, also, I know I keep saying it, but you will watch Our House one of these days. I thought that was going to be a question, but that didn't even end up being a question. That sounded like a demand. High color when editing? Oh no. The problem is this program doesn't have much to search up on either. It's not this, is it? No. Stinky. And it's not the light that's actually hitting it, I don't think. It's specifically like... Why is it pink? Why? Edit texture? Is there something in here? Hair group bumpiness. Color calibration. Highlight color. No, it's still making it... Still making it weird. The highlights are red themselves? What's that about? Why would that be the case? Okay. I gotta fix that. That's what it is. Okay. That's silliness. That is a large amount of silliness. Whoa, whoa. It opened up a random image. Currently trying to fix it. Okay. No more red. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's pretty bright. But it's kind of cool looking. Maybe I should not make it as bright. There you go, that's more normal. Okay. Okay. Now can I actually change the color of this? I can! There you go. Right back to red. What color do we want the highlights to be? Maybe something kind of over here. Kind of like that idea. And then we have the mane hair. Is that gonna mess stuff up? Whoa. Have the mane hair be kind of like that. It's kind of neat. That's kind of neat, I think. What do you think, Snacks? I wish it didn't put all these dots everywhere so I could actually like look at it a little bit better. Ooh, I like that. That's good. That's good stuff. Lash the good shit. That's good shit. That's good. Poke, Pepper, and Toast, you noticed me? I already noticed you. I said stuff. I responded to you. Oh, Pepper, Cuddle Pit. Oh, I wish I had a Cuddle Pit. Sean says, is that the Disney thing? Is what the Disney thing? Owl House? I don't think that's Disney, is it? Maybe? Jeff says, this is a threat. You will watch Owl House. Now get in this chair shaped like an owl. Oh no. Jeff says, yeah, the one that was too gay for Disney then led to the creation of Knights of Guinevere as a massive fuck you to Disney. Oh yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. I remember. Sean says, I see. I thought it was the LGBT Disney show. That's cool. It's looking better than before. Personally, it's cool. Thank you, Sean. And then Lane says, builds Pepper her own cuddle pit. Yes. Fucking yes. Okay. What is this? Make it, like, brighter. It's kind of neat. Not doing it for me as much as I want it to. Can I just, like... What is this? It's the horns. Can I just want to do this without it being as much of a... all over the place. Pure white. I can have it be a little bit more... like that. It's kind of neat. But what if it is just pure white? Snacks, what do you think? The white or the green-ish? White or greenish? I think the greenish is a little bit less distracting. There's also the gray, though, which could be a little bit less distracting. Got that Colgate hair? No! 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 That's not what I want. Lane says, puts boards in the pit to make it stronger than my pit of beds and pillows, and pulls some beds and pillows and fuzzy and warm blankets in Pepper's pit. Oh, you're in my pit, are you? Pepper's pit, the pee-pee. You're in the pee-pee. I definitely don't want my hair to be Colgate. Why is it still blue when I have it all the way up at white? Shader? Is it texture? It is texture. Okay. Okay, let me... Let me try stuff. Okay. So now it's like gray. And then I can just do this. That looks cool. The people pile has become the pepper pit. Well, where do you think I put the pile? You go gray? Okay. Let's see what the gray is. Kind of like that. I kind of like that. That's kind of good. It's not completely gray. It still has what if I... Oh, this one also has a weird highlight color. Let's just make that white. Okay. But then if we put it back here, it's like... It's kind of good. There is something missing for sure. Not exactly positive on what it is. Just Jesus, it's getting more Colgate. No! Stop saying it's Colgate. What do you mean it's Colgate? Colgate's like white, red, and blue. Right? Colgate. Let me search up fucking Colgate. Yeah, what are you talking about? Colgate is white, red, and blue. I'm looking at images of it right now. That's white, red, and blue. This is dark blue and like sea green and white. What are you talking about? Zero out of 10 stars, this thing called work. Solid 10 out of 10 to me. Wait, what's 0 out of 10? Are you saying the thing is 0 out of 10 or are you saying work is 0 out of 10? And Sean says solid 10 out of 10 to me. Thanks. I want to adjust the eyebrows a bit. Can I, is this? No. Oh! Why are they so high? Uh-oh. What happened to the eyebrows? What happened to the eyebrows? Uh-oh. Why'd they go weird? Okay. I can fix it. I can fix it. This is back before the hair looked good, or at least better. There we go. Better. Okay, eyebrows. Yeah, these are these eyebrows. What happened that made it go all weird? Okay, I guess I have to also make this one just gray or something. so I can change the color in the program. Hey, Sean, you wanna know something neat? A while ago, many years ago, before I transitioned, this song you're listening to now was one a friend made for me to be my new background music. Yeah. Unfortunately, that friend hated that I transitioned, but I still have the music. Harville says, Colgate, never heard of that government scandal before. JL says, Jorts, heading for a Jort storm. Also wouldn't recommend my health. Lots of random bleeding from both ends. Well, J-Hill, what's happening? Are you okay right now? You're saying strange things you don't usually say. You're being very sporadic with your messages, saying like what does Jorts have to do with anything? I'm a confused Pebbles. I'm a confused Pebble. Okay. I want to change the outfit to a different outfit also. A different one that this character, this altar wears. Is it this one? Hell yeah. And then this can be this? Yeah. But it could also be... Nope. That. Yeah, there we go. I just want to have a different outfit on. Just I may be a bit sleepy, so being more silly and random than usual, so apologies. That's okay. Were you saying earlier that this hair is 0 out of 10? Or were you saying that about something else? Okay, what pants does this avatar usually wear? Also, I should probably save this. Save. I was saying working is 0 out of 10. Okay, that's what I thought you were saying. It's okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to look through some pictures. I guess it is almost 10 p.m. for you. Yeah, that. Okay. So the pants need to be these ones? Yeah, I think. But then we need to change the inner bottom to this one. Yeah. Yeah, that's the stuff. The shit stuff. Cool. I just like this outfit more. Okay. The jorts became full jeans, they did. Sean says, this looks really amazing, or looks really good. Definitely, I don't know why I said amazing, but I'm complimenting myself. Saying this looks really good, definitely save it. Thank you. Jess is also a bit afraid because my daughter had been going through some stuff. I'm so sorry. I know that's a lot. I know you have to deal with a lot of stuff there. I also want to add an ahoge. But which one fits Vera? Which one fits Vera? I don't want it to be one that's too silly. All those are pretty silly. Maybe Noah Hoge, I guess. Also amazing. Thank you, Sean. Jay says, to clear it up, my daughter refers to my online child situation, not when I raise... Oh yeah, refers to my online child situation, not when I raise IRL. Though I see her as my daughter and me as her mom. Yeah, no, I get it. I know you might be clarifying for, yeah, for the audience. Yeah. Joseph Pepper knows what I mean, but not everyone else might. Yeah. Yeah. I get you. Okay. I'm thinking I also kind of want the head to be a little bit smaller. Or the shoulders wider. Shoulder width is already pretty wide, so I guess head size. Head size. Where is head? Head size. Just to make her seem a little taller, you know? A little more mature and cool. Yeah, not by much. I think that's good. Okay. Also, I think just with this outfit, the hair looks better. Yeah, that's looking cool. I like that. Body. We can change the skin a bit. Edit texture. Naked body! Oh my god! Okay. Export. Cool. Sean says, I think I know what you mean. I've in the past considered this thing my therapist recommended where an older LGBT person adopts me or something. Not sure if that's what you're talking about, though, Utswriter. Also, Utswriter is J Hill, is like, if you ever confuse when I'm saying J Hill. But J Hill also says, oh, actually, it is. I give parental affections to people who couldn't get it. The grid is really the worst. Giving actual nipples, yeah, it does feel that way. Sean says, that's really wonderful to hear, honestly. I bet it's really fulfilling for both you and your online child. Yeah. It is really sweet that you do that, for sure. Okay, so I want to make the skin a little bit more like that, maybe. What does that look like? Not much of a difference, but there is a difference. I kind of like it the way it was before. I think this is some stuff I'm gonna change, like just some random details that I want to apply to some of them, but not all of them. The alter avatars. Oi! Whoa, nudity! No, it's not nudity! There's nothing there! See? Nothing there! Why is there a knife down the table? I'm just noticing that. That's Cryptic's knife. If you look really, really closely, it says property of Cryptic. Sean says I might look into that myself someday, not gonna lie. Kind of something I haven't thought about in a while. And then Jayla says, but yeah, they deal with some intrusive thoughts that have been causing them panic. They too good of a bean. That's too bad. And Sean says, it's painful to see others in pain that we care about so much about. I fully get it. That's really unfortunate here for them. Yeah. Jay Hill is a really good person. We all appreciate Jay Hill in this house. I'm kind of curious what this looks like with like that, but without the bandage. Oh, yeah, over it. Ads starting soon on Twitch. Snacks. And then outfit, we can do the interesting. I was curious what that would look like. But I usually like the bandage, I think. I think the bandages are good. Just, I'm not that good a person. You are, J Hill. You really are. You really, really are. Yeah. I'm sorry, J Hill. I think you're great. You have always been like one of my favorite people in the chat. I think you're really awesome. You're really kind and caring, and you're like, you generally spend so much time like looking out for people, and I think that's great. And I'm sorry you've been feeling more self-loathing. I know you struggle a lot. Okay, I think this hair is looking pretty good. I kind of also want to see if I can, that outline color, I want to see if I can make it like bright. Is it seeable? Oh, it is. Maybe like that. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Wait a second. Why is the texture blue now? Why is this blue? What? That's so weird. Why did this change colors? It just turns into whatever... I don't know. Just makes it so I can't change it again later as easily. Do I want it to be more green? Do I want it like full green like that, or do I want it to be more, a little bit more white? That's what I'm wondering right now. Kind of like in between like this. Or do I want dark, I guess? Dark? Okay, Snacks, I need your help here. Like this? This is number 1. This one's number 1. This one is number 2. This one's number 3. 1, 2, 3. It's the hair highlights. 1, 2, 3. I think 1. What do you all think? It's an eye vision test, yeah. You think 2. Okay. Well, that means that it's at least agreed to not be the dark one. So you like it kind of white like this. Kind of like it like this, I think. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Does it still look Colgate to you? Is it still Colgate hair? I want to try something weird. I'm gonna try something weird here. Gray skin. Except on the face. Gonna have to hide the face. Nah, I don't think it works. Can I do this? Whoa, whoa, that's bright. That's interesting. What would that look like on the face, I wonder? Close without saving. Face. Can I just also do this? That's weird. I have to change some of these colors. I don't think I'm going to go with this, but I'm just curious what it looks like. Weird. Weird. Okay. Okay. Back to normal. I felt like I was made of stone for a minute. I wonder what this looks like here. It's kind of cool. Maybe I should experiment with different types of makeup for Vera. I think that could be neat as well. Okay. I'm just making sure everything's back to where it was before. I think it is now. Okay. I'm probably getting the stream here. Wanted it to be nice and short, and I think it was. 2 hours, 15 minutes. I talked about what's happened. I worked on some stuff. I showed some things off, and that's pretty good. So Friday will be Ace Attorney, and then maybe I'll do something on Saturday. I am happy to see everyone here, and I hope you enjoyed kind of seeing me again. I hope everyone's doing okay. I hope you feel better, J Hill. Please let me know if you need anything, okay? People are here for you. People think you're cool and kind and awesome. Otherwise, I will see you all in another stream. Please check out my Blue Sky Discord server and Twitch below, or YouTube if you're on Twitch. Let me check my members real quick. Thank you to my Tier 2 treats, J Hill and Easy as Pie, my Tier 3 full tummies, Captain Fire Spitter, Non-X, and Movie Star. Thank you so much for your support. You all are spectacularly wonderful and mean so much to me. Means so much to me, help support me, and help me live. So thank you. So yeah, I will see in another one. Sean says this was really nice. JL says, and my way of dealing is stealing everyone else's self-loathing for myself. No! No! You give me it, and I'll throw it in the trash for you. How about that? You give it to me, I'll throw it in the trash. Get rid of it for you. Sean says, probably my first time ever being on a stream. Lol. Thank you for stopping by. Jeff says, if you have any... Sorry, that's mine. You need to hand it over. No. 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 Alright, everybody. I'll see you later. Let me get up nice and close. Maybe I'll make a channel in the Discord where people can, submit things for me to watch on stream. I think that could be kind of fun. Okay. Okay, right up to my boobs. Alright. Alright, hugs. Good noodles, everybody. Good noodles. And I'll talk to you later. Goodbye, bye-bye. Goodbye, bye-bye. Goodbye, bye-bye. Goodbye, bye-bye. Mwah. Mwah. There you go. Cool. Alright, see you later.